So, hello again, welcome back. I am Mark Allen, and appreciate you checking out this video. And today, what I thought I would do is put together a little content on our hometown of Palm Springs, because it's a pretty amazing place, and we really love living here and all that Palm Springs has to offer. And today, what I thought I would do in particular is focus exclusively on the what's called the Design District, which is the Uptown part of Palm Springs. There are a lot of really great stores and restaurants to discover there, and since today is a beautiful day, I thought it would be a great day to go and do some exploring. So if you're not familiar with the city of Palm Springs, we're about 100 miles east of Los Angeles off of the 10 freeway, out here in Coachella Valley, out in the desert. And it's, to me, just a wonderful place to live. But if you ever have a chance to just get out and visit, I highly recommend it. And a little bit about Palm Springs. It's a small city, about 48,000 people currently, who are permanent residents. And then this time of year, usually, the population will double due to tourism and snowbirds coming from north to spend their winters down here. So normally from, say, October to April, things will really pick up and get busy. But, you know, all things considered with COVID, things are quiet, but it's, you know, still worth coming out. People still have been coming out to explore. So, of course, we really appreciate that here in town. So anybody who's curious about the weather, a lot of people, the first thing that they say is, oh my God, I could never go to Palm Springs because it's too hot. And indeed, in the summertime, it's very warm, very hot. You know, average temperatures from 95, if you're lucky, to the high 100 teens, 115 to 120 sometimes on rare occasions, but that's very rare. But really, most of the year, it's beautiful. And my favorite time to be here is in spring and fall. So right now, mid-February, the temps are in the low to high 70s, and it's constantly sunny. So it's perfect to just be out and about doing a hike, maybe having some cocktails by the pool. So it's really a fabulous city. I highly recommend you coming out to visit if you ever have a chance. In addition to the Design District where we're going today, there's also the main downtown south of that, which is where there's quite a bit of shopping and restaurants, and probably a bulk of what you'll experience when you come here to Palm Springs will be down in that area. But it's really worth venturing a little further north, where a lot of tourists don't necessarily go, because there's some really unique things to discover up there, and that's why I want you to see for yourself. So all that said, as a lead-in, let's take off and explore downtown Palm Springs. All right, so here I am at the Design District, and a little bit more about it. It is on the main street that runs through Palm Springs, which is Palm Canyon, which runs north and south for town, and will be the street you probably take when you arrive here. And the Design District is between Vista Chino and Alejo, which is about maybe a 2.5 mile strip. So all up and down the Design District on Palm Canyon, you'll find lots of really unique shops. Everything from vintage clothing to furniture and housewares, and some really nice art galleries as well. So if you're into mid-century modern architecture and styling, this is definitely some place you're going to want to check out while you're on your visit to Palm Springs. So there's also some really great dining in this area too. I don't want you to miss out on that. A lot of people just focus on downtown Palm Springs and don't really venture up this far, but it's really worth a trek up here because the restaurants are really superb. So right now, of course, everything is really quiet because of COVID, but normally these restaurants are pretty bustling. So I didn't want to forget to mention the Palm Canyon Theater as well. It's on Palm Canyon Drive on the south end of the Design District, right at Alejo. So right there on the corner across from our beautiful mountains. And of course, it's closed right now due to COVID. But when it is open again, please look it up when you're here visiting, because it does offer some really amazing community theater. And right next door to the theater, we have the Desert Arts Center of Coachella Valley, which features lots of local artists here in Coachella Valley. So if you are in this area, please also be sure to come down and check it out once everything opens back up. It's definitely worth your time. So I hope you enjoyed this video of the Palm Springs Design District, and that it gave you a little bit of inspiration of things to check out while you're here in town on your next visit. And if you did, please do the usual and like and subscribe and follow, if you will, because that really helps the channel build momentum. And if you have any feedback on some of your favorite restaurants or shops, places that you've visited in Palm Springs, please also leave those in the comments. I'm really curious as to what people have connected with while they're here in town. Again, Palm Springs is a wonderful place to visit, and I hope to see you here soon.